Following on from that, the Promised Messiah in fact states that regarding true courage, what is true courage? The Promised Messiah ﷺ states that of the natural conditions of man is that which resembles courage. As an infant sometimes seeks to thrust his hand into the fire on account of its natural condition of fearlessness. In that condition, a person fearlessly confronts tigers and other wild beasts and issues forth alone to fight a large number of people. Such a one is considered very brave. But this is only a natural condition that is found even in savage animals and in dogs. True courage, which is one of high moral qualities, is conditioned by place and occasion. So true courage, which is one of the high moral qualities, is conditioned by place and occasion, which are mentioned in the holy word of God. Then the Promised Messiah ﷺ goes on to mention some verses which is immediately after this. And regarding these verses, the Promised Messiah ﷺ states that these verses illustrate that true courage derives from steadfastness. To be steadfast against every personal passion or against any calamity that attacks like an enemy, and not to run away out of cowardice, is true courage. Thus there is a great difference between human courage and the courage of a wild beast. A wild animal is moved only in one direction when it is roused, but a man who possesses true courage chooses confrontation or non-resistance, whichever might be appropriate to the occasion. So this, I feel, it's very important to understand how, like we've been mentioning, the Promised Messiah is differentiating human beings from any other being. And he's saying that courage, true courage, is exactly, and it reminds me of the hadith of the Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, in which he described true courage as being not the one who, can overcomes a sort of, a wrestler and can drop him to the floor. But true courage is when a person can control his emotions, when a person can suppress his anger. And that's exactly what the Promised Messiah ﷺ is mentioning here.
Which he mentions that it's got to be done at its proper place and proper occasion. These are all natural qualities of man. To be steadfast, to be courageous. These are all natural qualities. They don't necessarily constitute to moral qualities. As Masih Maud ﷺ has mentioned, which Quddus I read out, that is when it's done on its proper occasion and its proper place. When it is beneficial to be benevolent or to be forgiving, when it's done at its proper time, then only it becomes a moral quality.